My name is TTW and this is writing a novel in 1 month. Now halt. Fair warning. I would like to give you a fair warning because the following is some of my first days on YouTube. As you go through this video, you will notice that this is not just every day lined up perfectly. This is a journey. From day 1 to day 26, currently, you will see me go through a journey. And from that journey, hopefully you guys get inspired. Now without further ado, be warned. Day 1 is messy, day 2 is messy, day 6 is funny, day 7 is awesome. Everything past day 17 is pretty much good. That is your warning. Warning from the thunder too. And that is everything. Thank you for watching, and this is day 1. Remember, these are my first days on YouTube, especially day 1. But feel free to scrub through the video. I'm TTW, and that is the wrap for the introduction. Alrighty, back again. Now, this is episode 1 of the National Writers Month logs. Now, we have a lot to get through, but this is episode 1, and we are going to log our progress. So as I'm speaking, we have written 2,385 words on the dot. Now, beforehand, I did script out most of this story, which consisted of around 3,712 words. Just like quick dot points of what I need to get to, what I should do, and etc, etc. Now, we've done 2,000 words, and it is day 1. I think I may do some more later on tonight. If I do, I'll update you guys tomorrow. It might be some off-camera grinding. But as I am speaking, we have done 1,190 in chapter 1 and 1,157 in chapter 2, which we have wrote all of chapter 1 and chapter 2 today. Now, it isn't the best, but it works, so that's pretty much all for the logs. Now, if you do want to know what I'm actually using to write this on, because I see a lot of people use Google Docs to write stuff on, or just any real baseline text editor. I don't really like that. I used to do that. I used to just write in the text editor, but I have since swapped to this lovely platform called Novel Writing. Okay, welcome back. Today is National Writers Month Vlog 2. Now, we have written 2,016 words today. It's very good. We are on pace to my 27,000 word goal by pretty well, like around 300 words above. So hopefully we can keep that pace up, but we do have some news, right? We went to the bookshop. Now, my local bookshop has restocked and has got some good classics now. So we've gotten 3 books. Okay, book 1, we have The Teachings of a Stoic. As you can see there. Now, this is by Epictetus. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I know a lot of people say Epictetus, but I'm going to say Epictetus. Sounds more epic, if you get what I mean. Now, this book, The Teachings of a Stoic, is from the Colon Classics, and it goes into Stoicism. Now, I don't know a lot about it because, of course, I haven't read it, but that's book number 1. Book number 2, Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, another Colon Classics. Now, this book is about a Roman emperor from the year 161 CE, Common Era, and it is basically just his private journal from all the way back then as a Roman emperor. He also dives into Stoicism, so as you can see, there's sort of a trend. Now, the next book. Now, I was trying to find the first Meditations of Philosophy. Couldn't find that, so we went for something a bit different. Do I even need to say anything? Notes from the Underground, NW. This book, I am currently reading Crime and Punishment. I am just about done part 1, but it is pretty good so far. So I thought I'd pick up another Penguin classic of Notes from the Underground. So those are my books. So these are the books I picked up. If you guys have any books that you've recently picked up, feel free to share, you know. And that is all for day 2. Happy writing, and stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I'm TTW, and that is a wrap. Alrighty, this is day 3 of National Writers Month. Now, we have done 1,981 words today. Of course, I may do some later on tonight, but that is pretty much all I have today. I don't really have any other news. As you can see, I have my lights on because it is dark. This has taken me a while to write, but we are getting through it. But we're coming up on the second part, so we're coming into that mid-twist territory, and I'm really excited. Now, I do actually have something to show you. I have ordered a book. Ready? Ding! There we go. This is The Prince. Now, I haven't read it, of course, because I don't have it here, but once we can do it like this, oh yeah. But once we get it here, we will read it, and I just saw some cool quotes, and I thought I'd pick it up. It isn't that expensive on Amazon and whatnot, so I thought, you know, may as well. It also coincides with all these books I have sitting right next to me, that being Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Notes from the Underground. So I thought, you know what, may as well give it a try. That's really all, so TTW out, and remember, this is gonna be my thing now. Stay writing, stay reading, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I am TTW. That's it. Bye-bye. Alrighty, welcome back to National Writers Month. Today is day 4 for me, and we have done, get this, 1,801 word. So, we've done 1,801 words today. Now this is all for day 4. I do have a passage to show you of my work, and then we're going to look into a quick passage from Crime and Punishment. Continuing on though, let's make this a short and sweet video. Here is a passage from the book I am currently writing in National Writers Month called Rotted. That is at least the project name so far. Ding! Now it's one line, so you can't see the rest, but as I read it, I will reveal more lines. Get this, imagine this. 4 long chains connected to the heart of the sand, holding the capital from floating away. The tyrant of a floating capital held by the cuffs of the sky. Its cone-like shape furthered the excitement Raiden had. One day, very soon, I will show that bastard of a king what it means to live. But it's not today. That spicy hot pot is killing me. Why did I even take something called Death Row? So stupid. Yeah, I put on a little bit of pizzazz out there at the end. You guys wouldn't understand because this is a running joke throughout the chapter, and this is just a passage. But this is the passage that I've done today. The main focus would be the first paragraph and the first next line. The other passage is just the comedic effect, and I thought I'd put that on there just to show you, because I am writing a comedy/fantasy book with an emotional twist at the end. You guys won't know what that is until you see it. And even if you do see it, you will still not know what it is, because I shall never tell you. Now, this passage I really love for some reason. It made me put it in this video. And I think it's because of the line where I say, the tyrant of a floating capital held by the cuffs of the sky. I really love this, the cuffs of the sky. Name something better. Now we have a passage from Crime and Punishment. Currently reading part 1. Pretty good so far. I'll let it speak for itself though. Ready? Ding! It's because I chatter that I do nothing, or perhaps it is that I chatter because I do nothing. Now this is one of the first lines you will see if you do read Crime and Punishment, and I just love it for some reason. It perfectly makes 0 sense. If you were to try and, I guess, like, dig into this quote, it really doesn't make sense at the end of the day. It's because I chatter that I do nothing, or is it because I do nothing that I chatter? It really is profound in this way, and I love this quote. Now, I will have a video on Crime and Punishment Part 1 very soon to this channel. Of course, it was a really good story so far. Second chapter kind of threw me off a bit, but I have since gained my footing, and I'm ready to continue reading. Now, of course, I can't read everything, and I'm not the fastest of readers. I am a little bit on the slower side, but I'm reading mostly everything I have to then review for you guys. And once we get the prints in, I saw someone wanted to know about the review of that. We will definitely review it. And I'm very excited because it looks to be a very great book. But that is all. Remember, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I am TTW, and that's it. See you day 5. Alrighty, it's National Writers Month, day 5. Now, this challenge has officially started to take a toll on me. From up until day 4, I've done around 1,800 words to 2,000. You can see that in my other logs. Today, 894. Meaning we're down like 900 words, pretty much. Which isn't the best. It is not the best. But you know, there is always tomorrow. And maybe the log right above me, if you're watching this a day ago, maybe that guy above me on my channel, maybe he'd 2,000 words. We'll never know. I will never know. Future me will, past me won't. But less on that, more on this. Today, I don't really have anything to show. I did write a few passages, but that's really about it. This video is going to be nice and short. I don't really plan to make them any longer until we do the reviewing of all the books sitting right beside my desk. But until that day, we're just going to be chilling with the writing challenge. Now, we probably are going to be cutting down the word count, meaning we're going to be doing less and less. Maybe that will depend on tomorrow. But that is it for today. See you on day 6. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I'm TTW, and that is it. Goodbye. Alrighty, it is National Writers Month, day 6. Now, it is, as you can see, pitch black in here. Besides Joker, it is pitch black in here. Meaning that it is quite late tonight, and I am quite late on the uploads. Normally I film around 4 o'clock, which is just around dusk, so then we can get the videos out by around 6 or 7 where I'm at, pun intended. And that is about it. Now, for actually what we did this month, or this day, sorry, we did 744 words. Not good, but not bad, as there is always tomorrow. And I think I'm going to tone down the challenge, so we do around, I think we can do around 750 words every day up until day 30, which will put me in a much more comfortable zone, I think. And that will also help because filming these videos, uploading these videos, cutting them and splitting them into shorts and TikToks, and then of course, being active in the community takes a lot. And reading, not even including reading and writing, takes a lot off of me. That is all I have. I'm TTW. I want to go to sleep. Don't ask what time it is. This light is so bright. As always, stay reading, stay writing, and stay loving literature and everything in between. I'm TTW, and that is all for today. Day 6. See you day 7, by the way. Alrighty, this is TTW, and this is National Writers Month, Log 7. Now, this is officially week 1. Week 1. Now, we have a lot to get through. Not only do we have a weekly report to do on our topics at hand, that is where I log everything, just so I can see when I go to sleep, but we have that to go through and then what we've actually done today. Now, today, we have written 777 words. 777. Quite some lucky numbers. Might have to go to the casino and bet it on black. Don't actually do that. Don't do that. Now, what we have to show, other than 777 words, I'm actually gonna go take a look because I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. We have written 9,013 words. We have left 17,087. You know, that's the first time I've stepped out of this chair on this channel. And it's to go read the logs. Hopefully that sounds pretty good. I don't know. I kind of had to yell because I know the sound doesn't pick up as well. But anyways, coming off that point, we have, as I just told you, all those words. We've written 777. But here's the big part of the thing. Since it is day 7, week 1 of this challenge, we have officially entered the middle of my story. We have finished the beginning. It is the end to the start. And we are so happy, or not we, but I am so happy to enter into the mist, or what other people like to call the middle. Now, what I like to say is the mist, because the middle of a story is always really loose. It builds up to the climax, but it also builds on the start. It's sort of building blocks, which is why I like to call it the mist. It is sort of the fog in between the two, being the start, the climax, and then the end. And then if you're cool, you can have a double ending, because double endings are awesome. We need more double endings in books, man. More double endings. We need more. I'm writing a double ending. We need more double endings. Off that topic, that is pretty much all I have to show for today. Other than 770 words, better lifestyle being we're actually in the light now. There's no artificial light, nor is there no just pitch black everywhere. That is pretty much it for day 7. And day 8 should be very soon. I'm TTW, and that is it. Now that I've magically appeared over here, I have to tell you all my famous saying, and what I'm ending every video probably ever on this channel with. Stay reading, stay writing, get this, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I'm TTW, and that is day 7, week 1. Happy to be here, happy to have everyone. Good luck for your challenges, and that's it. Alrighty, welcome back to National Writers Month, day 8. Now, I have written 1,150 words. Now, I didn't actually write this on the story that I'm making. I wrote this on chapter 6 of Crime Punishment, so that's a bit bad. But we did get around, I think it was around 200 words. I may do some more after. I want to film this before because I have a few things to show you. Now, that is pretty much all for today. I've written mainly about the chapter and my thoughts about it. We should have a part 1 of Crime Punishment to the channel very soon. Just retelling the story and what my thoughts are throughout it and whatnot. But aside from that, what we actually did get done from the story is we wrote in a new character. Now, when I write, sometimes the side characters get to me, you know? Sometimes I really like the side characters. So we have written, get this, the Fool. Basically known as Sunny. Sunny the Fool. Now, he will probably, if you're watching this, he will probably become one of the 3 main characters for the entire saga I'm making. So I really tried to flesh him out real quick. But he walks both the unpredictable and the predictable, which is basically what my entire stories are gonna be told. It's about fate and reality. So the Fool walks in between both of those concepts. That is what I drew last night. I really do like the picture that I made. I kind of messed up his face. I had it perfect and then I accidentally erased it and then I had to go back and it just does not look good. I did make some stuff up along the way, but I tried to stay as true to the normal image as I could. So that is the Fool. So if you do like all these cool things that I am doing, there's always tomorrow. As always, this is day 8, so there'll be day 9 tomorrow. And if you're watching this 2 weeks into the future, there'll probably be heaps more videos that you can probably... I do have a playlist on my channel. I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel where you can go in. There's the short playlist and then there's the actual video playlist. I recommend the videos, but the shorts do well. And that is pretty much it. So that is National Writers Month, episode 8, day 8. Didn't really do a lot of words, but we made a new main character. We drew a new picture. Hold up, thumbnail. Yeah, we're getting the thumbnail. We drew a new picture. We implemented a new character that will forever probably be one of the 3 main characters. So yeah, now I have to flesh him out because 4 or 5 books later, he will become very irrelevant. So now I need to make him a main character. So that's what tonight's gonna be for. When I get walking and have the thoughts. As always, that is pretty much it. Remember to stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between, yada yada yada. Have fun for your challenges. Keep writing, don't stop. I believe. I didn't do well today. You guys will though. I believe. That is it. See you guys tomorrow for day 9. Goodbye. Alrighty, this is time to write, and this is National Writers Month, day 9. Today we did a lot better than yesterday. We did around 1,158. We did get a lot of words done, and I do have to do some more reading of Crime and Punishment tonight. That is tonight's job. But that is day 9. I found a funny statistic. So I've been writing, I found on the thingy, and I'll throw up a clip or image here. But I've been writing for an entire day. What? Out of 9 days, one of those entire days I've been writing. That's how much time I've spent on this project. Granted, 7 hours of those are just idle time by what the program thinks it's just me sitting there. But still, that's crazy. Insanely crazy to think that I've spent a day writing. Anyways, quick, short, nice, sweet video. Boys, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between. I'm TTW, that is it for day 9. Smooth, easy day. Keep reading. Good luck for your challenges and anything you guys are doing. And comment down below what books you guys are reading too. Or anything of the sort. Anything in literature or writing or reading. Anything. Just comment. I would love to talk to some of you guys that watch these videos. But that is about it. So thank you guys, and that's a wrap. Alrighty, my name is TTW, and this is Trying to Write a Novel in 1 month. Today is day 10, and we have done 0 words. Yeah, we have done no words today. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get anything done. Life got in the way, you know? And that happens sometimes, but yet again, there's always tomorrow. Hopefully I shall succeed. I did do some reading of Crime and Punishment. We are almost at the end of part 1, which I should make a video soon, hopefully. And we wrote about that chapter and all that stuff. That's pretty much all I did, other than no words. Oh, yeah. So, as always, I've thought of 2 new ideas to start writing after this challenge. One being more of a philosophical take on fate and how you can change it, I guess. I haven't really thought that far. The other being more of a detective Sherlock Holmes type story. Of course, I haven't fleshed any of these out, but they just popped into my head and I was like, you know, that's actually very good. We could write that. But of course, we need to finish Rotted first. Which is such a shame because I want to write a million things in this damn world and I get 0 time to. But that is what National Writers Month is all about. It's instead of working on 1,000 projects and getting 1% in all of them, you're working on 1 project and getting 100% in all of them. So as always, that is pretty much it. Quick video. Should have something cool tomorrow. I think The Prince is coming soon. It's probably going to come tomorrow if I had to guess. But yeah, that's about it for today. So if you do like my content, it is on my main channel. If you are watching this from a short, everything is on my main channel. Just go to my channel. There's playlists too. So I have a short playlist for this month. I also have all the video playlists, and then I have the Time to Write series playlist. So yeah, that's about it. Alrighty, this is day 11 of Trying to Write a Novel in 1 month. Today we have quite a lot to unpack, so stay with me as I talk my head off. So today specifically we did around 760 words, which isn't ideal, but that is where the daily quota is sitting, so I don't mind. Now we actually do have an update for yesterday. Yesterday I said I did no words, but I also filmed that like in the middle of the day, so I did actually pump out 500 words last night. Though they may not be the best, they still exist, which is what National Writers Month is all about. Now we pumped out around 700 words today, which I'm really happy about because I had a lot of other stuff going on in my life today. So it's really good to see that I can still get those words out. Within like the hour it took me to get 700 words out. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Actually, I do have some news. We have a new book. Bang! The Prince. Penguin Classics literally regard this as the Bible of realpolitik. Whatever that means. I got a little bit through it, like to the chapter 2 or chapter 3, the start of chapter 3. Been reading it pretty good so far. And since it is pretty small of a book, I will probably smash it out pretty quickly. So we will have another video up on our main channel with that very soon. Other than the Prince, other than the 500 words yesterday and the 600 words, 607 words today, really nothing else to show, which is fine. We should have some cool stuff coming, and hopefully I can think of more ideas to pump the channel with. Crime and Punishment, that is actually what I'm going to talk about. So far have been reading it, and I'm about 20% of the way through. And I was thinking about making a 10-part series where I review the Crime and Punishment book, because it is a pretty big book. And then by the 10th video, I'll just slam them all together into should come out to be maybe an hour and 20 minutes, which is a lot of content. But yeah, I do have that in the works, so we may have that uploaded maybe within this next week. By day 16, maybe 18, we should have it up, which is awesome because that means we can get some more time to write in without just relying on National Writers Month, which is awesome. That is about it. So as always, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between. Have fun on your challenges, have fun on pretty much everything you guys are doing, because I've been seeing a lot more people on TikTok specifically. I haven't really seen YouTube Shorts, but I don't really scroll YouTube Shorts. But I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok specifically doing challenges and getting their word count out, which is amazing. See you day 12. Okay, welcome back to Time to Write, and this is trying to write a novel in 1 month. Today we have a lot of stuff to unpack, mainly about my word count. Now we have reached, I did review Crime and Punishment the last chapter in part 1, where he actually commits the you know what. But I don't want to say it on YouTube because I might get shadow banned. But I reviewed that, I put that in my notes. There should be a video on part 1 coming very soon, hopefully. Other than that, other than the 1,200 words-ish that I wrote, we had around 1,000 words today on Rotted. And I think for the 10th and the 11th, I actually didn't write on Rotted. I wrote more on Next in Line. It's a work in progress I'm working on. And hopefully it becomes a good book one day. It's very short, like Rotted, but you still gotta work at things. That is pretty much it for day 12. Good luck for all your challenges and everything else and everything in between. I pretty much don't have anything else to say. Good luck on your National Writers Month. I wish you the best, guys. It is day 12. We are nearing week 2. So hopefully we can see some progress check-ins from everyone in the community, that being YouTube and YouTube Shorts, main YouTube, and then TikTok. And of course, if you go anywhere else, hopefully you are having fun while doing the challenge. And that is pretty much all I have to say. So, quick short episode, mainly because I had to write so much about damn Crime, Punishment, and Rotted. So it's a dual day today. But that is pretty much everything So, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between, yada yada you. And yeah, that's about it. Alrighty, welcome back to Time to Write, and today's episode we have check-in, and it's always check-in. But today we did around 700 words. I think it was roughly 680. Now, yet again, I'm filming this in the middle of the day, so then we can have some sunlight in the background. So then it isn't dark like it was for day 6, I believe. Day 6, it was completely pitch black, and that was honestly quite a funny video. But today we're doing it here because I actually want you guys to see what's in the background, you know? But other than the 600 words that we have done, and we may do more words later on tonight, so I've been recently doing just these questions where I just find a question and ponder it and then write my thoughts down, and I've really been loving that over the night time. So I do that, I do question pondering and then reading. So I sort of do both later on. And then of course I also read towards the later night, so that fills in my day. My day normally consists of waking up in the morning, reading, then writing for a good chunk, then school, then we come back, we read, we post videos, actually no, scratch that read, we post videos, then we read and write again. It's like a vicious cycle, but I've been loving it so far. Now we actually have hit our first milestone, our first 50 subscribers. Never expected to get that fast. That was honestly quite amazing, guys. Did not expect that. You guys really do amaze me. And I did make a community post up on my channel so you can see that. And yeah, that's about it. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between. And of course, I'm TTW, and that is it. See you day 14. Alrighty, welcome back to Time to Write, and today is week 2 of this challenge. We have a lot to get through. This is a weekly update on the series that I've always been doing every day for the past 14 days now. But today is week 2, so I'm happy to share all my stuff with you. Now, we do have this background, but we need to go check this one, because this is where I log everything. Just as like a quick word count. So, there we go. We have done on the 8th, like 100 words. But we did do around 1000.1, so around 1100 on other stuff, being crime and punishment review. For the 9th, we did around 1031 words. For the 10th, we did around 560. For the 11th, we did 661. For the 12th, we did 969. For the 13th, we did 673. For the 14th, aka today, we have done none. So, that's not a lot of words, and I actually did way more, but that's for the story words. So for the non-story words, being not for either of my stories, I read around 5,700. I think that was around there. So we did around about, not a lot through the challenge, but we were mainly focusing on other stuff. That being the crime and punishment review, and reviews on literally all the books sitting beside me. But we are still doing it, and we are still getting close. Not as much as week 1. Week 1 we did like 10,000 words. Amazing. Week 2, like 3,000. 3,000 to 4,000. But then again, we did around 5,000 on other things, so it makes up. That is it. Have good luck on your challenges. Stay writing, stay reading, stay loving literature. You get the gist. I will see you day 15. And that is a wrap. Time to string up the fool. Time to lapse this. How does that look? It looks pretty good for me. You know what we should do? We should string these ones up too. Watch this. That took forever. I thought it'd be funny to put Hero X in the middle because that's funny. This one is a lot more sophisticated. No wonder it took me forever to do. It's actually 3 pieces of paper. But yeah, let's go hang this up on the wall. Now we actually have some setup in the background. Hopefully you can see that nicely. I can good. I don't know if you guys can. Alrighty, welcome back to day 15. Now today we actually have a lot of words done today, and I'm very proud of what I have actually done. Now today we did 2,066 words, which is a lot more than yesterday, considering I did 0 and I basically took the day off yesterday. But this puts us in a really good spot, because now we have to do around 600 words to reach our goal of finishing by the 30th, but also getting 27,000 words on paper. So I'm really happy with that, and that means that from now on we just have to hit 600 words and then we're sweet till day 30. Yeah, I did want to say something because I had thought of this idea last night and I wrote it down, and I really want to show you guys. So I haven't read anything from Friedrich Nietzsche, so just keep that in mind, but there is a quote that I do love from him. Friedrich Nietzsche would have argued that what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, right? But what he missed was the most crucial point to this, and this is where my quote comes in. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and what weakens me makes me more susceptible. What? I can't believe I actually wrote this, because what necessarily doesn't kill you makes you stronger is technically true, but there's many logical thoughts that break this argument down. What weakens you doesn't necessarily make you stronger. If I'm fatigued and ill, that doesn't make me stronger than if I were courted by death. So what I love about this is what I put on to the end, because what weakens me makes me more susceptible. If I'm ill, if I'm terribly ill, no, I'm not technically dead, so it does make me stronger by Nietzsche's words, but it also makes me susceptible to more illness, right? It makes me susceptible to death. I may die. And that's what I love about this quote, is because what I put on to the end really, I just love it. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger is such an iconic quote, but it also has that fundamental logic that you can break it down and it doesn't really mean anything anymore. So what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and what weakens me makes me more susceptible. I think this is a perfect fit, and yeah, that's basically all I had to say today was that thought, 2,066 words, and feeling a lot better. We only have to do 600 words now. I took yesterday off as a break. I was supposed to film a video yesterday, but I could not do it. So we'll hold off on any other videos other than the daily logs now till maybe later on. Maybe after the National Writers Month, we can do some more video type things, because right now I'm just sort of doing daily logs, which I don't mind, but yet again, we gotta cut them down. So as always, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between. Keep writing, keep reading, keep loving literature. I literally just said this. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. But that is all. I'm TTW, and that is day 15. See you day 16. Bye. Welcome. Today is trying to write a novel in 1 month, and today is day 16. Now we have done 877 words, which is on the lower side, but still very good. It gets us closer to our goal, and since reading the stats over there, I've come to realize that I only really need to do 900 words per day now to make it to the end. So I'm really glad for that. I find that I'm kind of running out of things to say on these logs. Other than telling you the word count, which I can do very quickly, I'm kind of running out of things to say. I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm trying to review stuff, I'm trying to get bigger videos up on this channel, but the National Writers Month and the National Writers Month log series has been taking a big toll on me. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm out of the game yet. If anything, I'm in it to win it, but still, it's taking a toll on me. Making these videos, even though they're short 1 to 2 minute clips, still making the videos, editing them, posting them for both YouTube Shorts, TikTok, recapturing, editing, downloading, aspect ratio, swapping, all the jazz. It's taking a toll on me. That, plus the words, plus the reading, plus school, you know, It's not something that you normally do, is this challenge. And especially in this environment where you have not only books to push off, but a community. People have been wanting me to succeed, which is very nice of them, and I really do love all you guys who are staying around. I really never thought that at the end of the day we already hit 50 subscribers. I think that was on day 14 or 13, which is crazy. My channel is about two weeks old as of today, I think. Maybe 2 weeks and a bit. But still, you people like amaze me. Like, to the end of the day, you guys are the best people, and you guys are the people who I'm trying to connect with. I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm reviewing, I'm doing these national logs, and I'm trying to do all these things for you guys because I really do appreciate you. That's really all I can spiel on about. I feel like when I put all these videos together for one big video where I have every single day lined up, it's just gonna be me saying the same things like 10 times over. But you guys get it. And if anything, you guys should know this line the most. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between. I am TTW, and that's writing a book. Day 16. See you day 17. Welcome back to day 17 of trying to write a novel in 1 month. Today, as always, is day 17, and we have made not a lot of progress today. We wrote around 800 words, and that was on another side project. God, I keep making side projects here. I'm starting to lose the track. But, you know, I do realize this. But yet again, this was like a creative impulse that I had. I definitely will continue going on. I will write tonight, so I will probably update you guys on... I'll probably have to update you guys on day 18. It's raining. Can you guys hear that? You know what's so funny? Lately it's been like raining a lot, right? And I'm writing about the god of thunder. The god of thunder and storm, not Zeus. See, now he's angry with me. Yep. See, now he wants me to write. He's like, don't film the video yet until you finish the words. It is pouring out here. My days, I'm gonna stop the video right now and just start to write. Okay, bye guys. Welcome back to National Writers Month. Today is day 18 out of 30, and today we are trying to write a novel, of course, in 30 days. You guys always know that. But for what we actually did today, we did around 1,300 words, and we did this in a roughly an hour and a half, so that's very good because that's around average words per minute. Of course, I'm not spelling, and I kind of have the story planned out in my head. Now, today was actually really fun because I had to write some emotional scenes, I guess you would have to say them. So I actually had to pull out my writing skills. Other than environmental and dialogue, you actually have to build suspense and emotion through what the characters actually say. So this is a pivotal moment because this is nearing the mid-twist to the climax, which is, of course, the pivotal moment. It is the twist that makes the climax 10 times better than what it was supposed to be. So you have to nail this, like, point. And I'm just about to near it. I'm around 1 to 2 chapters away, and I'm very excited to write it. Because what happens here literally changes the rest of the story. It goes from a bleak, almost nonsensical story to actually driving in plot points and making the story good. The mid-twist is what forms the entire climax, and if you're cool, you have a double climax, because 2 endings are better than 1. That's the last time I checked math. And if you're really cool, you have 3 endings. Not like separate timelines, 3 separate events that end. So it's like mid-twist, build to the climax, and then from the climax, it's like ending, ending, ending. That's only if you're cool and you can do 3 at once, which hopefully you can. But yeah, that is really all I have today. Really happy with what I wrote today, with roughly 1,300 words. And I'm very excited for what's to come because, of course, it's the mid-twist soon, and this is one of my favorite points of any story, anywhere. It is what happens right in the middle that changes the entire outlook on the book, right? And then the ending, of course, changes the change of the outlook on the book. But as always, I'm yapping too much. I'm too excited. As always, I'm gonna go read now and post these, which takes forever to make these. Yeah, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature and everything in between. Have fun on your challenges, and yeah, that's all. That's day 18. See you day 19. Hello, my name is TTW and this is Writing a Novel in 1 month. Today is day 19 and we have a lot to get through. First off, I would like to say that today was amazing. One of the best days I've had since day 1. Today we did roughly 4,000 words in around about 4 hours. So I'm really happy about this. As you can see, I'm excited. But we smashed out like 3 or 4 chapters, which is really good. And we basically got past the mid-twist, so yeah, when you love writing, you just write. I got possessed and I just started to write it. I don't really have anything else to say because I really want to keep writing right now. We are nearing the climax, and near the climax, of course, as you know, we use the double climax method, meaning that we have 1 ending and then 2. That's probably going to be the thumbnail. But yeah, I like to keep these short, sweet, and I'm probably going to go back straight to writing. So yeah. Oh wait, I do have something to show you. If you've been watching these videos, then you know I am a massive fan of Dostoevsky. Right? I'm reading Crime and Punishment, reading Notes from Underground, soon to read The Idiot and Demons, and all his other works. But I thought I'd pick up, just in case once I'm finished Crime and Punishment. I haven't done that yet, but I'm really excited to. But I thought I'd pick up arguably his best work, The Brothers of Karamazov. Sorry, I'm not good with Russian names. But just look at this beauty. I have this open because my bookmark shows where my address is, so I have to hold it. But look at this beauty. Look how thick this is. This is like 400,000 words or something. And I'm really excited to read it. I'm hoping to finish Crime and Punishment very soon, so I can finish Notes from Underground. And then from Notes from Underground, I can finally start The Brothers of Karamazov. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, that's all I have. So yeah. So see you tomorrow, I guess. See you for day 20. Really excited. This channel is growing massively. We are nearing 100 subscribers. We're around about 73, 72 as I'm speaking. But yeah, I'm talking too much now. Okay. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature and everything in between. As always, stay fun with your challenge. Stay having fun with your challenges and everything like that. Goodbye. Hello, my name is TTW and this is Writing a Book in 1 month. Today is day 20 and we have a lot to get through. Yesterday we did roughly 4,000 words. Today we did around about 2,700. So I'm happy with that because that gets us pretty much through the first climax. We're almost at that part. But it really pushes our work. It means that we're sitting around 26,000 words. So we're almost about to hit our goal. We should hit our goal tomorrow, which is 27,000 words. Of course, pacing didn't really work out in the end, so now we have to extend the word count a little bit. But we will have reached our goal of 27,000 words, which is I'm very happy for. But yeah, other than this is a little bit of a later upload. Normally I film and edit all these by 4 and then post them, but it's around 4:16, so we're a bit on the further side. Not like day 6. Day 6 was hilarious. By the way, if you are watching this on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, if you're watching this on YouTube Shorts, there should be a related video link down there somewhere, right underneath my profile picture. If you're watching this on TikTok, hopefully I get this right, then my profile picture's there, and then from my profile I have a link to my YouTube. It will ask you to take you to an external site that's just taking you to YouTube, so don't worry. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for day 20, and I hope to see you guys day 21. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can finish the word count by tomorrow, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Famous last words, am I right? Alright, that's all. This is week 3 of trying to write a novel in 1 month. Today is day 21, and we have a weekly check-in to get to. This is the 3rd weekly check-in, but I'm happy to show you what I have done. Let me go check the stats. Alrighty, we have done for the 14th, aka week 2, 0 words. For the 15th, we did 2,066 words. For the 16th, we did around 812. For the 17th, we did a side project, but we did around 800 words on that, but that doesn't count to the total. On the 18th, we did 1,299, very close to 1,300. On the 19th, we did 3,979, quite a lot of words. On the 20th, so yesterday, we did 2,627 words. And then of course today, we did 1,787 words. A lot of words, but we have something cool to show. Thumbnail. But those are all my words for this week, so yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, transitions, baby. Anyways, I'm happy to show you guys all that. And we had some trouble today, so other words we wrote today, we didn't really land a lot of shots, right? The emotional scenes and even the storytelling aspects kind of didn't land on this one. So I kind of had to rewrite it like 1 to 2, 3 times, which is included in the word count for today. But going back, I will probably have to change this date completely. But it is still words and it still builds the foundation. But we are getting closer and closer to the climax, and now I'm actually starting to worry because there's still so much I want to do. If we do roughly 1,000 words every day until the 30th, I think we could maybe just barely make it pacing wise. Technically, we've already finished the challenge. We've hit 27,000 words, which is the goal that I wanted to achieve. So now we're sort of just having to extend it for pacing reasons. And then of course we'll have to edit everything. But yeah, that's really all I have. I did not do a lot today, but we will do some more tomorrow. And hopefully we can keep the amazing pace up. That is roughly everything. So stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature and everything in between. That's me done. TTW out. See you tomorrow and have fun on your challenges. Bye-bye. Hello, my name is TTW and today is writing a novel in 1 month. Today is day 22 and we have a lot to get through. Now first off, we have roughly 1,606 words. Now, quick tale about these words. Today I did roughly 45 minutes of writing, which is crazy to think about considering that 16% of that, so in reality like 36 minutes, I was able to get down 1,606 words. That's probably the fastest I'll ever be, especially going through a story. Not just like writing about random things, but like plotting out a story, figuring what characters are saying at the same time. Woo! Today was fun. But considering how short we went through this, I thought, may as well start reading, so I've kept reading up. Last video I did a cool transition, so yeah, I don't really want to edit too hard on this video. But yeah, that is really all I have to say. So I gotta get going, I gotta keep writing. Today was very fun though. So as always, stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature and everything in between, and have fun on your challenges. And that is day 21 for you. Welcome back, and today is day 22 of trying to write a novel in 1 month. Today we have some words to get through and then of course other stuff. Now today we did roughly, I'm gonna say around 2,500. We actually did like 1,000. But last night we did like an entire chapter, which is around 1,500, so therefore 2,500. But what this means is we are on the brink of 30,000 words. We've already technically finished our goal, but because of pacing issues, we have to bump the word count up. So we're looking to finish around 32,000 words to maybe 33,000, maybe 35,000. This means most likely tomorrow we will hit 30,000 words, which is an amazing goal. Now to all you people who are on National Writers Month pace, you would already be around 30,000 words by now, if I have the math correct. But you have to understand that I'm running this YouTube channel. I'm posting here on YouTube, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and like everything. And I'm also writing, and I'm also reading for all you guys. So I'm doing a lot of things that I didn't expect myself to do. Especially when I made this, I didn't plan to have this channel. So by day 15 or 16, I wanted to get 27,000 words done, which is roughly National Writers Month pace. So I thought, oh yeah, I did it once, I can do it again. It's only 15 days. Plot twist, we have a YouTube channel, and plot twist, you can go check it out. But yeah, I really didn't expect to have the YouTube channel up now, so yeah, that's amazing. But we are almost done the story. I honestly think if the pace that I'm staying up on, because recently I've shot up in words by quite a lot. I've entered the flow state, as they say. God of Thunder didn't like that. And by the pace that I keep going, I'm looking to finish the book before the 30th, which is amazing, or at least draft one. If I want to go through traditional publishing, which I don't know if I do or not, I have to bump the word count up to at least like 65,000, which is a shame when our goal was around 27,000 and now it's being moved up to around 32,000 because of pacing issues, meaning they would want to basically double every word that I've said. If I want to go down the traditional publishing, I still don't know. I'm mixing the options right now. And I still need to finish the book, so I should honestly not even be thinking about it. I should be getting the words down, editing, polishing, editing, polishing, editing, polishing, editing, polishing, and then of course draft 82, we have a good story. Is really all today. Quite a bit of long video. Last video was like a minute long, so I wanted to kind of yap on a bit further. But yeah, that is really all I have. So stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, everything in between. Have fun on your challenges, and that is day 23. See you day 24. Hello guys, and this is writing a novel in 1 month. Today is day 24 and we have a lot to get through. I know I keep saying that, but we do actually have some stuff to get through today. First off, we've written around 2,600 words. I think it's 2,630. But yeah, it's around that mark. So tomorrow we should be almost at the end. We did wrap up the climax, which is amazing today. That means that we can lead into the resolution and sort of the falling pieces that will eventually enter book 2. Maybe, I don't know yet. What was so great about this climax is, so what I basically wrote was a combination of different stuff, but to fill you in and put you right into the deep end, the king has just died. Who has he died to, you may ask? The Forgotten Prince. Who's the Forgotten Prince? I'm still asking those same questions. Basically, the king has died. He was ruthless, he was mean, he was arrogant, and he was very bad of a king. And this new prince will take over as like the next king, almost. So I really had to nail this landing, and I think I got it off pretty well. Now, if you know me, you know I have the Fool in the background. And what better than having the Fool predict the future within the book? Oh. So I think 2 days prior, I had the Fool over here, who's in my story, predict the future. He gave this dude 3 cards. The first one was the Hanged Man, the second was Death, and the third was the Tower. Now what I love about this is the Hanged Man and Death basically just mean like a sacrifice, and then death to the sacrifice. The actual cool thing about this though is the Tower almost mimics my entire story. And I was researching this because I thought, wow, this actually resembles my story completely. And I have already planned out this story. I had this story planned day 1. So to understand that the Tower pretty much predicts the entire story was like, whoa, that's a bit trippy. But in my story, the main character becomes this god of storm. And in the Tower, the tarot card, throw it up on screen. On the Tower, there are 2 people falling. The tower is crumbling, it's exploding from the inside, blah, 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 blah. Main point of interest though, look up here, the lightning bolt. It strikes the crown. So my original plan for this story, all the way back on day 1, was that the Forgotten Prince will kill the king, who is his father, by the way. And this was supposed to be an emotional moment. But, you know, I kind of scrapped that because I thought, you know, it would be cooler if I changed the entire story. Because that's what the Fool does. His ability is literally to change the story. And he kind of did it. He's kind of changed the thoughts up here. So in having that, the king, instead of dying to the hands of the prince, there's a little fight that goes on from the prince. So there's Goldilocks, 3 bears situation with swords, right? But the main point of interest is that the king raises his sword. Hold on. This is a katana, so take it lightly. The main point of interest is the king raises his sword up, and guess what conducts? This is plastic, but metal. So the king gets fried from lightning, which symbolizes the tower card. And I was like, oh my god, we need to do that. But I wrote that in, and I really love it. Now, if you are watching this like way in the future, like 1 to 2 years later, the story most likely has changed. Even if you're watching this currently, like a week or a day right now, 30 minutes ago, the story, I still have to change a lot of things in editing. So this entire sequence of events I named may or may not make it into the final draft. But this is the sequence of events that I really like. So it's a good chance that it will stay there once the story is out. But yeah, that's really all I have to show today. Now, someone did comment on my TikTok telling me to sort of explain the story, so I thought, you know what, we may as well give it a little hint. But that's being thrown right into the deep end. There's a lot of building right before this moment. This is when the tower crumbles, or the castle crumbles, and this is the pivotal moment. And going into the resolution, I have one more climax I want to finish, which means roughly maybe 3 more chapters. So there's really roughly about, since mainly all my chapters are around about 1,000 words to 1,500 words, there's really, considering 2 chapters, there's going to be like 2,000 more words, and then we're done, which I'm really excited for, because then we get a polish, and hopefully we can get it into a bare minimum draft 1 state right now. And then from the polished state, we start editing, and then draft 2, draft 3, blah, 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 all that stuff. But yeah, that is really all I have today. So, as always, don't point swords into the sky, or else the god of thunder will rain it down upon you. Also, don't be in a castle while doing that, and also don't be mean to your son. Don't forget about him. That is all. You guys wouldn't understand that. Once you read the book, you will. Insider joke. That is all. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature, and everything in between. That is it. See you tomorrow. And may or may not be done tomorrow. Depends on whether or not I write tonight. I write another chapter tonight. But that is all. Goodbye. It's done. Draft 1 is done. Ended up being around 32,000 words. I still want to put on a little bit more, like 1,000 to maybe 2,000. So the last episode of this daily log should be tomorrow. Hopefully. Depends whether or not I take a break or not tomorrow. But today is day 25. We did roughly 2,500 words, and we hit the ending. I have a clip to show you of me writing the end. I don't know if I could put a video as an overlay, but we'll see. Maybe it's playing right now. I'm sorry for speaking. But we have finished. 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 There's like 1,000, maybe 2,000 more words. Basically, one more scene I want to get done to close the book off. But we have hit the ending. It's the second ending. Let me have my second endings. But we have hit the ending, and I'm so excited, and I actually can't wait, because once I finish the book, so once I get those extra 2,000 words on, I'll probably have to take a day or 2 to polish everything up, get it semi-readable, because there's some spelling mistakes here and there, you know, it's normal for draft 1. After that, what we got to go through is I'm going to take a break, respected. That'll probably be around the end of November, maybe the 30th, I take the break off. Then from there, we upload the full compilation. I'm already editing all the videos together now as I'm speaking. Not really, but like, you get what I mean. From the compilation, we're gonna have every single day in, because I've noticed that posting these logs separately, they garner a little bit of attention, and I see on YouTube that there's roughly like 1,000 shadow viewers who are just watching, which I'm very... Thank you, by the way. Thank you. But I'm going to post the compilation as a full video. It's looking to be around an hour long of every day combined, meaning that you don't have to go through all the days like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. it'll just be one full video of all the days combined. I think this will help because instead of trying to funnel people through all the videos, you can just watch the big one and then you get every video. Then you can like scrub through it all and see the different days, what I've done there, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that is really all I have to show today, and I'm happily excited because yesterday I was explaining the climax. Today we've almost hit the resolution. I wrote the words to the end, but I want to do the second ending, the second climax, as they say. It's the 2 years after time skip, which I think will be very cool because that's the book in the past and then the 2-year time skip, and then it's the quick ending here. You guys wouldn't get it. There was some information spread throughout the book right before the ending where it was like 2 years later something big will happen. And then we're doing the 2 years later something big is going to happen right now. But that's looking to come out to around 1,000 words. There's really only one more scene I want to push out before actually writing the end to the end. Pun intended. But yeah, that is all I have today. Today I'm going to be editing. I'm probably going to be maybe writing more tonight. I've noticed that I'm starting to write over the night time. So like yesterday, for example, I posted the video around about dinner time, but then later on in the night, I wrote an entire another chapter. And then today, we don't count that for tomorrow. So right at the end, most likely tomorrow, I'm gonna do a full recap of every single day on the sheet, because the sheet never lies. And then, yeah, that'll basically be it. That is all. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I finish tomorrow, actually. I should be saying that. Hopefully you guys finish tomorrow, or at least get draft 1 done, or at least wrapping up the climax. You know, we're coming up to that day 30 mark where most of the people doing this challenge should be reaching the ending, unless you're aiming for like 75,000 words and you haven't really got that far into it. But I think that most of the writers will be finishing up National Writers Month right about now. I think I'm one of the earlier ones, but yet again, I have to rewrite half this bloody thing. I want to get it to 60,000 words. We're looking at maybe 38,000. So we got to write a lot more. But the story is done. You just have to go through description, polish, flowing. Oh my days. This is it. Writing the book, 1 month. Editing the book, 6 years. I'm joking, it's more like 6 months, but you get it. It takes a long time. And I've never really touched editing, so I'm a little bit scared. But we have to do things. And I was thinking, again too, this is a little bit off topic, but I was thinking we could do a weekly check-in, because I don't really want to be posting daily because I still have school, everything. Even posting daily has made the challenge way harder to do. But I really do enjoy getting content out to you guys. But I was thinking that we could probably switch into the more weekly mode-ish, where I just give you a recap of what happened throughout the week. Monday we did this, Tuesday we did that, Wednesday we learned about this, Friday we watched this video on writing. Like, you get it. I was thinking that'd be a better approach to, instead of doing everything daily, because that is really taking the time on me. But enough yapping. Okay, if you are watching this in the compilation, thank you for getting this far. I don't actually know if this will become the compilation. I gotta think now. But thank you for getting this far. Thank you for watching this video separately if you are doing that. And yeah, that is day 25. So see you guys day 26. I've technically finished. We're gonna put on a little bit more words, and mainly because I have to edit the compilation, so that may take a little bit longer. But day 26 should be the end, or day 27. I bets on day 26, and I know I said this for the past, 5 days? 5 days ago, I was like, 2,000 more words, trust me. And now we're here, probably 8,000 words deep, and we still need 2,000. We still need 2,000. But yeah, that is all. That's 7 minutes on the thing. There'll probably be like 6-minute video. That is all. Stay reading, stay writing, stay loving literature. Good luck on your challenges. Good luck on anyone else who's participating. And yeah, that's a wrap. See you guys tomorrow. It's done. 35,000 words, and it is done. We have finished it. Draft 1 complete, and I'm so very excited. As you can see, it's done. I know I said that yesterday, but that was really just the ending and then the climax. Today, though, we've done the double climax into the resolution. Done. We can finally drop it now. It's done. We don't have to do anything more. It is done. Done. Now, if you are watching this as a separate video, I would highly recommend going to check out the compilation that I'm about to post with all the days combined. If you are watching this from the compilation, however, thank you for getting this far. At the end, you're about to finish. Now, over these 26 days, I've done quite a lot of words. We've actually done a lot of things. Not only have we written a few pieces on crime punishment, which isn't available yet. I'm still working on that. That may become a video, but we have completed school. We have written a novel, 35,000 words, before day 30. And biggest thing yet, we've hit 100 subscribers. If you are watching this, we are at 102 as of making this, which is crazy. I made a post on the community page on my channel, if you want to go look, where I basically act as Ron Burgundy, and I thought that was very funny. But 100 subscribers. If you are watching this from the compilation, we started at around 4 or 5 subscribers, I think. I can't remember when, but I think it was around day 13 or day 17 we hit 50. Now we've hit 100. And I genuinely love you guys. Over the course of the months that I've been basically posting, it's coming up on 1 month of this channel being active, I've inspired some people. Not only people on TikTok, but YouTube. I've inspired people to write. I've shown off the program I use, Novel Writer, by the way, and I'm having a lot of fun. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm having a lot of fun. I really hope these videos can keep coming along. We are going to switch into the weekly mode after this, and I do plan to make up some other videos along the way. National Writers Month kind of took up a big portion of our video creation because it was a daily post every day. So I do plan to get into the heaps of other videos. I was thinking about making a video on how I write characters, aka MP, motive and purpose, but I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that is really it. So if you are watching this as a standalone video, I highly recommend to go check out the compilation. And if you are watching this from the compilation, I want to highly thank you for watching the video this far. This is all I have done. Roughly 1,700 words today, but more importantly, we hit 35,000, we've closed the book off, and we've hit 100 subscribers. 3 main details. That is the resolution to this chapter, to this month, and this November. I thank you all. Stay reading, stay writing, and stay loving literature, and everything in between. Enough formalities though. Thank you guys very much. I greatly appreciate it. And I genuinely want to inspire more people and get my stuff out to the world. That is why the next video may be about motive and purpose. Don't know yet. I might need a whiteboard so then I can do it over there, because that would be pretty funny. But that is it. We have hit 35,000 words. We are done. I'm very happy with what this month has brought me. We were planning to reach, I think day 15 or 16, I was planning to reach 27,000 words and finish it off then. Then for the rest of the month, we edit and polish and whatnot. That wasn't the case for three main reasons actually. A, pacing. We had to extend it to around 35,000 words. B, school. Took up some of my time. And C, this YouTube channel, TTW Time to Write, has taken up mostly all that time that I planned to get into the editing and everything in between, as they say. So I don't necessarily think that's bad. We still finished the challenge within the month. Happy about that. We didn't necessarily get to 50,000 words, but we are definitely going to edit it, polish it, draft 1, draft 2, draft 3, so on and so forth. Hopefully one day we get it through the traditional route. Maybe we go indie. Still thinking on that decision. I might make a video about that even too. See, now that we've closed this off, now that this is the last video confirmed, I'm starting to think of heaps of other videos I could do. So if you do have a video idea or anything you want me to get done, or read, or suggestions, or review a piece of poetry, or whatever. If you have anything of the sort, please feel free to reach out to me, comment on this video, comment on any video. I respond to pretty much everything. But that is it. That is time to wrap up a chapter. This is month 1 of the channel being active. We technically started last month, but this month has been the channel that I've been really dedicating and posting daily. But that is it. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you day 27. I'm joking. I will see you probably next week, next Friday. I don't know, I'll actually see you in the compilation that you're watching, hopefully right now. Thank you guys for hitting 100 subscribers. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this journey. Also, yet again, greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys for sticking around. Humbly appreciate it. As always, my name is TTW, and you guessed it, that's a wrap. Bye guys.